criminals will ask for power. A democracy will give it to them. Dictators will ask for power. A democracy will give it to them. Illiterates will ask for power. A democracy will give it to them. Now, when criminals get into power, they will become the worst dictators. And that is where now democracy will die. In this case, we're asking about the workability of institutions. You know, when institutions work quite well, no one loses anything. But there is this thing about control and dominance. That as a leader of a country, you want to be in charge of everything. You want to control people. You want to dominate them. So you dictate how every institution works. How do you do that? You make sure that people appointed in these institutions are not appointed based on merit. So you know that you don't qualify to be the EACC chairman. And in your heart, you know that. But the president has appointed you to be the EACC chairman. And because Parliament is a rubber stamp of his decision, they approve your chairmanship. So even as you settle in your office, you know that your president did you a favor. Will you turn down his request when he says that now send people to so and so's office and plant evidence? We want to frustrate him. Even if you don't like that decision. But you are in that position based on his decision. What will you do? You will show up at Natembeya's office, ransack his office, take him to jail. But you don't even publish what you found in that office because you didn't find anything. You understand? So the institutions are used as political weapons against those people who are not speaking the same language with the system. Control and dominance. You make sure that people who can ask questions have the same questions to answer. That no one will ask a question about corruption because they are corrupt themselves. You see? So as a leader of that country, you can even steal confidently knowing that no one will ask a question. Because everyone charged with the task of asking a question about integrity, they do not have integrity. That chapter 6 of the Constitution now does not apply. You see? That's now where institutions fail. And, you know, when you want to control a person, you make them think they are in control. And so you will control them very easily. The kind of democracy that we enjoy in this country is a facade, is an optical illusion, where people think they are the ones making a decision. But then they have been influenced to go towards the direction they are going. They are not making a decision that is beneficial to themselves, but they think they are doing that. But they are making a decision that serves the interests of some few people somewhere. And they take advantage of the situation of the people. The democracy becomes difficult for the governing group when the people are empowered and they really understand how the system should work and what they want from the system. It becomes easier for the governing elite when people are ignorant and people are constantly dependent on the governing elite. And so, for example, the epitome of democracy should be exercised around elections, where now people come up to decide the kind of leadership they want, the person they would like to lead them. despite the fact that they know this particular person is good for them, but maybe the person is not in position to offer some instant solution to their pressing issues. They go for the one who is doing that. And the governing elite takes advantage of the situation of the people, mostly poverty. That you make a decision based on who has given you what. You go vote for somebody whose salary cumulatively for a whole term is 50 million. But he campaigned using 80 million. But the people do not pay attention to that, because the mind of every human being is designed for survival. That you look at today, you don't have anything on the table. But this person is offering 200 today, not tomorrow. So you don't look at his credentials. You look at how are you surviving today. So at the end of the day, people think they're the ones making a decision. But the system has put them in a place where they are not in position to make a decision. You understand? And so the democratic space that we have, it will be good if its effect on the economy was still positive. Today, I can say we enjoy some good democratic space in a sense that you can speak your mind. Even though we still have cases where people are abducted, there is enforced disappearances. We have very recent cases where our brother Denzel Omondi was found in a ditch, and Albert Ojwang was killed. But we have some space of democracy where we have podcasts like this talking about issues. And this is a threat to the governing elite. When you make the scales that have been blinding the people fall off their eyes, the governing elite are in trouble. Because they have been riding on the ignorance of the people. For instance, I've given this example so many times. A senator goes to his constituency and tells his voters that I will build a road for you. I will build a road for you. And the people clap because they do not know the duties of a senator. The senator doesn't have a kitty to build anything. His job is purely oversight. And because people do not understand what they want, they will go for that. But if we put people in a position to interrogate and know what really matters to us, then this democracy will be more meaningful than it is.
Wow, quite interesting.